Testing. Is this working? Yeah, it's working. Okay. Hello to whoever may be listening to this recording. I'm not sure how I'm going to explain this, but I've made duplicates of these recordings across about a couple of worlds and all that. I don't know who's listening to this, but whoever this is, you might want to listen to this. Though many might find it hard to believe, but what do I care, honestly? Okay, so what I'm about to tell you now is that we are not alone. No one is. The multiverse, the whole thing, whatever it is that everyone's so crazy about, it's very much real. It is in this timeline and everything. But what I'm about to tell you, that there was a previous timeline that sort of collapsed due to a lot of mergers between the different worlds, and everything just kind of reset itself afterwards, and there are individual worlds, and the one I've been sending is this one particularly. Yeah, this is the main one, I believe. So yeah, I'm not sure if I've sent out the others across the other ones, but yeah. Without further ado, let me get started of like who I am. Who I am is basically, well, let's just say, kind of a storyteller, to be honest. I was a Sith Lord in a previous life, in a previous timeline. I was. But how I started very long ago. Let's start all the way in the beginning. The year was 2018, and there was a lot of like conflicts between what the First Order and the Resistance. Yeah, look at what the Republic was, the new Republic was doing back at the time. Anyway, so there was the Sith Lord. What was his name? I forget the Darth thing name. So you know. But yeah, he was a Sith Lord. He was practically very much like an outcast of society. He hasn't used the Force or the dark side in quite some time, but he decided to rise up again in the city of Boston. He basically did so. And he basically became more popular. He went by the name of... What was his name? It was the social media. I know what it is, but... Or maybe, like, no. I don't get it. But what? But the thing is about this guy, he was a pretty powerful Sith Lord. He had all the types of different Force abilities and basically all that. Well, all the dark side. I mean, he's the Sith Lord after all, but yeah. And, what else? He met a lot of people, like a lot of people that became his friends, like, and these are some of the strangest ones he's ever met. There was, apparently talking trains or something, or sea creatures, like, giant robots even? I'm not even sure myself. I mean, well, I could be sure, but yeah, that's kind of the mystery, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, that's about it for 2018. But 2019, that's where the biggest event really happened. We were still at war and everything, and someone with a bunch of portals and, you know, demonic forces decided to bring in a lot of armies from the past centuries or decades or whatever, and yeah. And plus, this Sith Lord also seeks out the Infinity Gauntlet, one of the most powerful objects, or was, in the universe. He got it, but what did he do when he snapped his fingers? That's the question. Well, let me tell you. He merged the worlds and timelines together. And at that time, it was just, well, kind of peaceful, no damage or anything, no destruction, but it kind of caused a big galactic kind of civil war. A much bigger one even, more than the Rebellion or the Empire for that matter, or even the Clone Wars. But yeah, it was just constant battles over and over for 2019 and all that. There was just some quiet times here, some big times there, but overall it was fine. It was fine regardless, you know. Other than that, it was basically just him just going around and everything else. Yeah, I guess so, but you know. But what were his motives intentionally as a Sith Lord? Was it to rule the galaxy with fear, or was it to somewhat kind of rebuild the Sith Order in his image? That's honestly a big question I've always pondered. I've always like pondered that myself, honestly. It's a good pondering question, you know, that what-if scenario, I guess. But yeah, the Sith Lord, he was pretty much gonna try to make peace and everything, but, you know, kind of make the Jedi the enemy and everything else. But, yeah. Well, I suppose that concludes this audio for today. End of recording 1.